Hey everybody, welcome back to Mallard 5 Mama. Today we are going to be doing a what's for dinner video that includes lunch and dessert. I'm going to be making an apple pie and 2 dinnerly recipes. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I have this nice little apple peeler contraption that I've had for a while. But all you do is there are little sharp prongs right here. You stick your apple on there and turn the handle and it will peel it for you. There you go. Take your apple off. Oh, baby. Thank you. And I like to cut them in half again so that they are a little bit thinner. Okay, so now we need to line our pie plate with our crust. And I'm using Pillsbury pie crust. One of our best subscribers is a master baker. So, Moira, I know you're probably cringing, but I had the crust, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it, but I know homemade is so much better. Uh-oh. We're having problems. Oh no. Yes. Okay, so obviously I forgot, when you take these out of the fridge, you need to let them sit or this will happen. So we're going to come back to this in a few minutes. Okay, just ignore that side over there, but we came back and it was much better. So put all of our filling. my crimping skills, not the greatest, but it'll still taste fine at the end. So, alright, we have our egg wash. We're going to brush it on top of our pie. Give it that golden brown crust. And sprinkle the top with some sugar. Now I put one of these little, I don't know what material it is, like aluminum, little edge protector, and it'll protect the edges of the crust from getting too burnt. I will bake it for like 20-25 minutes with that on, and then I will remove it and finish baking it for the rest of the time. Alright, we will check that in 25 minutes and take off the foil protector, and in the meantime we're going to get the kitchen cleaned up and start on lunch. Alright, for lunch I'm going to be making the seared chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy. I am not going to be making the broccoli. My husband is not a fan of broccoli at all. I used them for something else earlier in the week. So I'm going to be making green beans instead of the broccoli for this recipe. So first things first, we have to peel our potatoes and cut them into little, 1 inch pieces and put them in a medium saucepan with some salt and enough water to cover the potatoes by 1 inch. We all know how to boil potatoes. And what you need to do is reserve a half a cup of the potato water for whenever we go to mash the potatoes later. Peel and finely chop 2 teaspoons of garlic, which is 2 cloves of garlic. Before I got dinnerly meals, I had never peeled and chopped my own garlic before, and it is so satisfying to smack that knife around. Now the dinnerly recipe called for using a potato masher. I don't have one of those. I just use my mixer and mix it that way. It's just easier. But you add the half cup of potato water. Dinnerly will give you a couple packets of sour cream, so you add those also, and some more salt. I'm cooking the chicken for about 3 minutes on each side, just enough to leave a golden brown, crust on the outside. Okay, so our chicken is all ready, and so our mashed potatoes. I thought I had green beans, but I don't, so we are going to have steamed asparagus instead. Here we are getting our gravy together, so I'm whisking together the broth concentrate that Dinnerly sends you, a cup of water, and a tablespoon of flour. Meanwhile, the pie came out of the oven. It's not the prettiest, but it tasted so good. It is dinner time, and I'm going to be making crispy shrimp tacos. So, what they send is 2 packs of 6-inch flour tortillas, 3 ounces of panko breadcrumbs, 2 limes, 2 packages of frozen shrimp, and some shredded coleslaw. Oh, and garlic. Aside from all of this, you will need 1 large egg, some all-purpose flour, salt and pepper, and natural or neutral oils such as vegetable. So let's get to it. And now we need to squeeze 4 teaspoons of lime juice. So I know from watching Food Network that you take your lime and you rub it, like forcefully pushing it down to get all of, I don't know, the juices loosened up or something. I'm not sure. It's just what they do on TV. So. Oh, look how pretty that is. And I forgot to show this earlier, Dinnerly does send you 2 ounces of mayo to make the sauce. So you take your zest and your mayo and stir them together. Now we're going to put together our coleslaw dressing. So we need our lime juice, our chopped garlic, and 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Alright, so now we have our shrimp. I have pat them dry, and we need to season all over with salt, pepper, and 2 tablespoons of flour. Now in a shallow bowl, you need to beat 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of water, which I've already put in there. Now you need to grab a resealable bag. I just have a Ziploc here, and you need to put all of your panko breadcrumbs into the bag and season it with salt and pepper. Okay, we're going to have a little station running over here. We are going to take our shrimp, which have been coated in salt, pepper, and flour, dip them in the egg and water mixture, and then get them out, let the excess egg run off, and put them in our bag filled with panko breadcrumbs. And then once we get them all in there, or maybe half, we'll shake it up and get them all covered and put them on a plate, and then do the other half. right, all of our tortillas are warmed up. Now it's time to fry up our shrimp. So here is our shrimp taco. Oh, that looks so good, and it smells really good too. I can't wait to try it. So the kids and I are going to go eat our dinner, and we will see you next time. Bye. So that is everything for the day. I am finishing up my shrimp taco. I am telling you, this is so good. I don't like coleslaw at all, but I don't know. It is just so good. It goes to show if you keep an open mind and you try new things, especially when it comes to food, you really might like it. That's what I tell my husband. Because all of this stuff, he would not eat this. He would not, oops, I dropped it. It's okay.